Santiago says that Jim and Friends recent news is on right now.
Really?
Yeah. All right, Sav's checking into it.
There we go. No, I think now it seems to be going.
Hey, Sav, it's on now, he says. Too bad. So yeah, this is 10:26.
I think anyway.
Yeah, I think you're right. Hey, welcome to the Santiago.
Should we start again?
Yeah, we have to because the show is just starting up.
We should start again.
What do you mean start again?
Pull.
The show just started at 10:27. What a bummer.
I don't know. I think I have a feeling I'm convinced the levels are all screwy. Maybe it's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
It's because of the phone.
Yeah, you're right. It's phone.
All right, try it now.
You're right.
Are you listening live?
Mm-hmm.
So Santiago's sick in bed, everybody.
No, I think
no
it's
one's
fine.
listening.
I think it's fine. I think I'm just...
You there?
I'm sure it's fine. I like that. What's that?
What?
What's that?
It's working now, I guess. What do you mean? Thanks, Av. What do you mean, what's that?
Where were they? Ask them where they were last week.
I will. Here's Av's coming.
Hello, Chuck.
Hey, Zav. Talk again, I think you're...
Me?
Hello, Chuck. Hello,
There you go.
Chuck.
Hey, that's
Hello,
Al.
Chuck.
You can hear him, right, Santiago?
Yeah.
Here, do you want
Bob,
me to hear
where are you,
Santiago?
Santiago.
Yeah, hey.
Give me those guys. Yep.
There was nobody around last week when we showed up.
Can you hear Zav?
No, I don't hear it.
I said there was nobody around last week when we showed up.
Yeah, he can't hear you yet.
Right.
Santiago's asking where you guys were last week.
Where we were last week?
Yeah.
There was no
Where was I? Oh, you mean Jim and Friends?
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
no show.
Oh, you know, Jim and Friends got canceled last week, and I think, Jim and Friends is Jim's show, so I think he texted me and said he couldn't make it.
I see.
And I think maybe Gabe was working that night.
Yeah, Gabe was
Right,
working.
Gabe was working.
Yeah. So, I didn't notice. You know, I wasn't. All of that is just ignorant. My ignorance.
No, it's not that. Because then I asked Dave, or I asked Gabe. I said, he said that a lot of people had canceled the show. I was conjecturing it was because of the Packers game.
That's possible. I don't think Jim would cancel a show because of the Packer game. Some big things happened in Jim's life. He just became fiancé.
Fiancé.
Yeah, fiancéed.
Oh, he got engaged.
Yeah, and I think there may be more to it too. You know.
Oh wow.
To get a fiancé. Or just
Like you know.
Anyway, yeah, I was just. It was funny because when I came in, it was a little bit deserted, and actually, none of the gear was out, so I had the impression that nobody had been on all day.
Oh no, you know that impression can be deceiving. Like today, we had shows starting at 2 p.m. until now,
Oh.
and everybody showed up, every single show. So that's like 9 shows.
No, but what I mean is that when I showed up last week, right? The table was everything was up.
Yeah, that could just mean that the person before, the last person before Jim and Friends just cleaned up well, because I try to tell people to, clean up the space and make it nice.
Sure.
This is, very nuts and bolts information for the listeners.
I know. I think it's that kind of show tonight.
I have to say we've never had a more packed schedule. Actually, right now we only have 2 hours that are open.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which are the hours?
Monday at 9 or 7. Monday at 7 and Wednesday at 5 and Monday at 7, I think.
Oh, wow.
Or no, Tuesday at 7.
Yeah, I noticed that there was
Wednesday at 5.
I noticed there was a couple of different shows on there.
There's a lot of new shows popping up, and yeah, it's actually, things are going pretty well. People are actually showing up for their shows. But we get a few once in a while. Someone won't. We get some no-shows once in a while.
Sure, it happens. You get sick or things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that I had other questions, but I guess they're all kind of uninteresting in terms of radio content. You had a live band on today, I saw.
Oh, you did see that. That's great. Viva. They're playing they're probably just finishing up right now at the Why Not 3.
Right. And then the other thing tonight is Steve Wetzel is playing Boca Records.
Yeah, he's spinning at the Circle A.
At the Circle A, yeah.
And then it's an eventful night because also there's a show happening at Quarters.
Oh, really? What's the show, Quarters?
Stacy and Night Flight.
Oh, okay, right. Danya's thing is tonight.
Yeah, Danya, and I guess the DJ is really good.
Oh, man. I wish I could go out. I'm sick in bed.
Oh, you're actually in bed. Wow.
Yeah,
sick in bed. Well, speaking of sick, Gabe who works at the store, found out that he has a really bad kidney illness, and he has to move to Florida.
You're kidding.
Yeah. Just to get taken care of, and it's indefinite.
Oh no!
Serious. Yeah. It's been kind of dramatic.
Florida or what?
No, because Florida's the only place that can take care of this.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it's the only place in the country that can deal with what he's got.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it is. So it's so frightening.
Oh my gosh! How did he find? What were the symptoms of it?
I'm not sure. He had digestive problems. Yeah, because your kidneys are like, without your kidneys, you can't live. You have to have kidneys.
Yeah.
It's like all the toxins.
That's horrible news.
Yeah. It's sad. It's a shame.
Wow. How did you? So he's moving down there as soon as he can.
Yep. Yeah. He found out like 2 or 3 days ago. Told me, and he immediately had to go to Madison to have more tests done, and then he's going to move to Florida like by the end of this week.
Oh, poor guy, man.
Yeah, but his sister lives there, so that's going to be a good thing.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's good. He's got family there.
Yeah.
Where in Florida?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Are you working right now too?
Yeah, but Rabbi's got my back. Rabbi made a really good matzo ball soup today. He made a nice chicken soup yesterday. He's been kind of like my, my right-hand man these days.
Oh, that's good.
Elmo's not been around or what?
No, Elmo is in trouble with me.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, and he's been running with some bad kids.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Not good.
Not good at all.
Not good.
It's his birthday, too. Here's a shout out to Elmo's birthday.
Yeah.
Stop being bad.
Easier said than done.
Yeah.
It's just so much fun to be bad.
It really is. It's fun not to, or I don't even know if fun is the right word. It's just easy.
It's easy. Yeah.
It's easy to be bad. It's easy to just not pay attention to what the ripple effects are of what you do.
The hard part about it is that anytime you hear voices from outside telling you to change your behavior, it's the last voice you want to hear.
Yeah.
All those voices, only the ones from inside. And then the other thing is, it's usually it's usually too late by the time you think, wow, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Well, but have you ever done something really, really bad and then felt like, you know what, if I had to do it all over again, I'd just do it again?
Not too many things. Not too many things. I guess a couple times. Yeah, a couple times. But I mean, nothing. I have to say that nothing involving injury to a person, or if it's property crimes and things like that, I might do those again.
Yeah. Or like crimes to your own self, like getting
sure,
annihilated somehow or
for sure. I would
obliterated.
do that. I often go replay in my mind the things I should have done. But somebody said that those are things with wings, the should-haves and the could-haves. So.
Wow, I like that.
I like that. That's one of my favorite expressions. But that's too bad that Elmo's running with the wrong crowd. He's so young.
Yeah. Well, we're talking again, which is good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Especially at that age. I don't know. I remember when I was that age. You just know it all. There's something about the kind of indestructibility, and then everybody around you is sort of I don't know. It's difficult to have models.
Yeah, that's what I use. That's my reference point. Is I just try to reflect back on my childhood. And then think, well, okay, he made these big mistakes, but
sure.
And he's not nearly as privileged as I was,
Yeah.
On a lighter note, my friend May, who May, from Burmese May.
Yeah, she doesn't. She won't acknowledge me for some reason. I don't know exactly why.
Oh, really? Well,
it's really funny.
Maybe she's intimidated by you.
Oh, I can't. Wait, is it because I have no hair? Because that's
maybe
totally unfair. That is totally unfair. That's like
that would be really unfair.
That's like I shouldn't talk to her because she's so from Mongolia.
Just go buy a wig.
Go buy a wig.
That'd be great if you showed up.
I'm gonna wear a wig.
You should show up at the next art show with just like a
really
wig,
especially so that she'll
extra hair, like more kind of outdo all the men with all the well-haired men.
Why do I have to change?
You're the one that mentioned it. Actually,
I think I'm good. I think I'm good just the way.
Well, I've been looking at. I've been noticing my bald spot is really starting to be prominent.
I noticed that a couple of years ago.
Mine, my bald spot.
Yeah, because we're always looking for ranks of bald guys.
Yeah, and I was ranked.
I was
noticed
thinking,
that my hair got
okay,
thinner.
in a couple of years he's going to be in the club,
Oh, I'll be one of the bald guys.
Yeah, you'll be one of the white bald guys.
Well, it's funny because I was bald. I mean, I started balding a long, long time ago, like when I was probably 27, 28. And I thought, oh man, I'm balding, And
not really.
And then it just kind of stayed where it was. It didn't bald much more. But I swear, recently, I looked in the mirror and I was like, wait, I'm balding. I'm balding again. It's starting up again. It's been a stressful.
Stress.
I've been in a stressful, but once it goes, it doesn't come back, right?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's different for everybody. All I know is that I was upset when I was balding, and then and man, I didn't know the half of it because I actually had some hair.
Yeah.
And then now I have hair on my nuts. That's it.
But you shave your head.
No, man. I have this. I think I have a condition called alopecia.
Alopecia?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So,
I just assumed that you shaved your head.
No, I most of it doesn't grow.
Wow.
Almost everywhere. Except on my nuts. I have lots of that. But, I visited this guy the other day, and he said he could
there's other places like your legs or your chest that you could.
Yeah, well, the guy said
arms.
he could do. Yeah, he said he was gonna be able to transplant every follicle so basically he would take all the hair from below the belt and put it up above my ears. He was only gonna charge me a penny a hair, which I thought was a pretty good deal.
That is a pretty good deal.
It is a pretty good deal, right?
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of hair. What are the external? What are the other costs? There's probably.
Well, this is the thing, right? So if that was the deal, I would not. What if you had your hair was like that on your head, like strong puby, nut head? This is horrible.
Well, maybe it would.
There has to be some pictures you can look at or something. I mean, some other cases, like his past patients. You can.
Well, what I've been doing is I've just been standing over a mirror when I'm naked, and that gave me a pretty good idea.
Standing on your head.
Against it, yeah. I looked down and I said, "That looks pretty bad. I guess I want to walk around like that."
How much will it cost?
Who's this guy?
It's all made up.
Are there people there?
Well, Rabbi's running the ship up there, and Jim and friends are outside smoking, I believe. Also, there are some things coming up next week. The Ghost Show that Ashley Yankee and friends are putting on. Are you doing anything with that? Santiago?
You released Santiago?
Maybe his phone went out. Maybe his phone died.
What was that?
Oh, you're still there. Are you gonna do anything with that Ghost Show?
I'm here.
Oh, it's the Ghost Show again, huh?
Yeah, the Ghost Show is coming
I don't know
up.
what that is. Oh no,
You always
I
told me
didn't-
about that show.
You know, I
actually.
wanted. Yeah.
You got
I
it
wanted
again.
to submit, but then I missed the submission date.
Yeah, I have a piece that I'm doing, but I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm not sure about it. And then there's something else happening. Oh yeah, the same night, which is November 2nd, there's going to be a zine fest here in the radio station.
Very funny.
Yeah. And so they're going to be reading from zines in the radio. Yeah, so there's a lot happening. And I think Peter's got a show
Where is it
coming
going
up.
to be? Do you know?
The Ghost Show?
Yeah.
It's at the old Wright Street Resource Center.
Where's that?
I think Bremen and Wright.
Huh? I've never been there.
It's a nice space.
Huh? Is it Alec? Is Alec organizing it again?
No, actually, I think it's Ashley.
Uh-huh.
And let's see, Ashley, and then someone I don't know, another woman, and Peter, not Peter Berkman, but a different Peter, I think. I forget the other people's names, but that should be a fun show. And Tyson's coming into town with he's gonna do a musical thing.
Oh wow, that's great.
Yeah.
I wonder if I talk to them, maybe they'll let me go.
Yeah, you should just talk to them.
Yeah, because that's actually one of my favorite art shows. It's always such a good theme to do a Halloween art show.
Well, you know what I want to do? Maybe I should talk to you guys about this piece because it's
Sure.
kind of a weird one. I went to the Matthew wanted to go to the South Side like a week ago. He had a car, so we went to the South Side. We were driving around, and I said to Matthew wanted to go somewhere, and I said, "Well, you want to go visit my dad's graveyard?"
Right.
And he was like, "Sure." So then we went to my dad's graveyard at like 2 a.m, and we were walking through the graveyard, and I was taking pictures and like long exposures and stuff, and some of the pictures looked very ghostly. The long story short, I took pictures of my own father's grave, and they looked kind of like some Bela Lugosi images, imagery. And so then it made me think about that, the whole thing of like we sort of I don't know what the word is, but we sort of we capitalize on, or no, it's not capitalizing, it's not commodifying, but somehow we take this imagery of death, of these symbols of death, symbology of death maybe, and it's just been played so many times in cinema and in Halloween and so on that it loses its meaning. And then
What do you mean by when you say it loses its meaning?
well, it loses it gets to it's been those images and symbols of graveyards and gravestones have been so reused so many times, used in media so many times to such a degree that it loses its meaning, kind of. Its original meaning. It's just like skull and crossbones. It used to be a really creepy thing to find a skull and some bones.
Right.
And now just thinking about what a skull and bones represent. They're this leftover residual, what's left of a body after it's decomposed.
I always think of pirates.
Yeah. And I mean, pirates were closer to, you know, that death was probably a much more tangible thing to them, and it was probably a much creepier symbol at the time. But it's just gotten so, I can't find the right word for it, but you know, so it's been regurgitated so many times. It's been run through in so many ways that it's lost almost all of its meaning. And so I thought that as a piece, you know, kind of relating to this ghost show, that I would do something along those lines, like go to my dad's graveyard and take pictures of my dad's grave, and take those pictures in that kind of ghoulish Halloween way, but it's my dad, it's my real father.
Yeah.
It's his real gravesite. And I'm not sure, I mean, I feel a little bit funny about it, you know,
Like you
because
feel like you're exploiting the
it feels sacrilegious a little bit, you know. It's the kind of thing where maybe I just need to take a leap of faith, and then if anyone has a problem with it, they can talk to me about it, and then I can explain why I went and did that, you know.
I suppose so, but also I think that it's always going to be different for you than for someone else, because it's your father.
Right. And I don't even know if I want people to know that it's my own, that it's real, that it's like this real person's grave, you know. I mean, real meaning the artist's real, you know, immediate.
Yeah, like there's too much information. I don't know. I always think that the best art, it
speaks for itself a little bit.
A little bit, but it also sort of transcends, you know, the person that made it.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that's one thing that's kind of really great about some artists is this way of being. You know, you remain anonymous.
Yeah.
And you start to and whatever the.
Well, don't you think? I mean, if my problem, if there's a problem, you know, obviously I just kind of created a problem for myself. The problem is to convey those ideas or somehow get that through to the audience without having to say this is this, and you know, not having to do what I just did with you guys and like explain it very clearly. But at the same time, I think everybody can relate to this place, this kind of in between place that I'm sort of I think is interesting or worth exploring. You know, is just where does, you know, we take these images so lightly and yet they're so serious, or vice versa. We take, you know, the you know, my father is not, I mean, it's his body, but his spirit or whatever he really is not really there. It's just a stone,
right,
and
marker,
and grass, and it's a marker.
Hey, I gotta interrupt you. I think my phone is dying here, but I'm gonna call back on another phone.
All right, we'll pick it up.
Okay, I'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay. Bye.
Hey, so Zav, so now we're gonna be way louder for a second?
Yeah, you can try. Did you push the red button too on there? Yeah.
Drop?
Yeah. That way otherwise he wouldn't be able to call back. Gosh, it's been really quiet here at the store.
But yeah, so I'm changing this. So we were talking
Yoga.
about hot yoga, yeah.
Hot yoga. Well, in these last 10 minutes, I've had a lot of, it's been a pretty rocky, yeah, I would turn down the phone one, Chuck, and not the microphones. Yeah. That'll help a lot.
Great.
But can you hear us? Because I think...
I can hear you, I can hear me, yeah.
All right, good.
Thanks, that worked.
So May convinced me to go to hot yoga, and she kept saying, come on, go to do it, and you know, and I said, well, yeah, I'll do it, but the problem is that I wake up at 1 p.m, and she was like, oh, that's not going to work. So one day I just did it. I got up early, I went, and it's like the Starbucks of yoga. That's
hot
what I've been
yoga
telling.
or just that place?
Just Bikram.
Okay.
Bikram yoga. It's like Starbucks of yoga. Anywhere you go in the country, it's the exact same form, the same
pose, same series
of poses. and it just has this thing about it. Like the minute you walk in, they want like they're trying to sell you something. You know, they're trying to sell you a mat. They're trying to sell you water. They're
Wait, like a special kind of water or something?
just water, but they have special water too that you can pay more for. So you could pay like $1 for a regular water, but then you could pay like $5 for a coconut water. You know, and
but it feels really good or something?
well, it's copyrighted. Like, you're not allowed to do Bikram yoga. You can't like teach Bikram unless you have like the copyright.
Yeah.
It's like McDonald's.
Yeah. You can't call it.
Bikram.
Yeah, I always said Bikram, but it's Bikram.
Bikram,
Okay.
I don't know.
It's probably Bikram. It's probably.
I don't know. I have no
it's
idea.
Like Kiefer, Kafir.
I think it's a guy named Bikram.
Bikram. Yeah, he's
Like,
still alive.
It's either his first
Yeah.
name or last name. I don't know.
Yeah.
And he figured out that, he just like Starbucks, he figured out how to do it right. It's like there's all these yoga people all over the country. There's yoga happening everywhere, but no one's ever like turned it into a
huge franchise.
A huge franchise. Yeah.
Yeah. So pick up the phone.
No, you don't have to pick up the phone.
Oh, really? But
Just push that white button. You don't have to pick up that phone.
Okay.
Being a guest.
You're on me.
Yeah.
Thanks Rob for being a guest star.
So now,
Show.
do I have to turn stuff back up or down now, or what?
I'll just do what sounds right.
Sounds good. So we're talking about hot yoga now.
Yeah.
I also want to hear about. We only got 3 minutes. I wanted to hear about your thing at the. He was at a show yesterday, but let's hear about hot yoga. Sorry, we're on hot yoga.
Well, I was just saying that
Bikram.
it's like the Starbucks of yoga. I've said this many times, and it's like a yoga franchise. It's extremely, like they're trying to sell you this thing, and also the yoga instructors are almost like air hostesses or something. They have these like memorized words that they say. Everything's kind of memorized. Each one has a slightly different style, but you know what? It freaking works.
So what do you mean?
I mean, it really works. It's like it's really extremely thought out, extremely organized, and
So where do you like? What poses do you start with every time you walk in a room? It's 106
you walk in the
degrees.
room, and the first thing you do, you lay down for 5 minutes or so
Because you
before
start
the
laying
teacher
down.
comes in. Then you go into this exercise, and this was the thing that really freaked me out. You have all these people in this room, right? It's this huge room of yoga students. Like you could have, like today, I would say there was about 30 or 40 students in that one room, and you do this one exercise where you breathe in through your nose, and then you bring your elbows together. You breathe in through your nose, and you bring your head up, and then you exhale. And when you exhale, you make this noise. It's like,
Yeah.
but you're in a room with 30 people, and they all go together, and it immediately feels like you're in a cult. Like you just joined a cult.
Yeah, I bet.
That's your ujjayi breath or something like that.
Oh, that would just weak me out, man.
It just
fire.
freaked me out. Yeah.
Where
But
was
you
it?
know what? The thing is, despite all of my criticism, I'm there. I'm like hooked
because
You like it.
because it's working.
Working in the sense that you feel really good.
I feel really good. I feel like I've turned a whole new leaf.
Wow.
Yeah. And also, the more I go, and I know I came in with such skepticism that it's only like I'm only just being more like sort of seduced by it because I'm like, oh, I hated this thing to
But there's
begin
no
with.
fat people in there, is there?
There are some heavy people in there.
And they can.
Thank you, Zaz. Appreciate that.
Heavy. I use
I was
the
talking
word.
about.
I prefer the word heavy.
I was talking about myself. Actually.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
No.
I don't think of either of you as fat.
Yeah.
I mean, we all are. We're all over. We all have too much body weight.
Really?
You're a skinny dude, Zaz.
I'm 15 pounds overweight.
You are wrong.
Yeah, I'm 15 pounds overweight. I think that's just being American.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But
I guess.
God, I really want to try. The only offer is the show over? It just ended, huh?
No, you got 4 more minutes.
Okay, well.
Where is it, Zaz?
It's Kitty Corner from Pick and Save on Humboldt.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. I paid $35 and I get a whole month. I can go as many times as I want for a month.
Oh, that's pretty great.
Only in the morning?
No, it's all through the day.
Oh, I'm joining.
Yeah.
Shit.
And it is so it's like $1 each time I go.
I'm joining. Wow.
But the thing is, it is so intense that I bet you most people don't go more than like 3 times a week. But I'm going every day.
It's an hour and a
Yeah.
half. It's 1 hour or
It's about 90 minutes.
90 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, you're going every day?
I go every day. Yeah, I missed one day because I didn't look at the schedule
Do
properly.
they warn people ahead of time? Like, do you have to sign a release? Or
I think so. Yeah, because it's pretty intense.
So
But
I
they
could
tell
die.
you no. They tell you just to
Back off?
Yeah, back off. Don't hurt yourself. You know, you can relax.
Have you ever been in any of Peggy's classes?
No.
Yeah.
See,
I took some of her classes. I have to say, I really loved there was this attention to all the exact elements of the pose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was really helpful.
Is that Peggy Hong?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
that's
that was
Iyengar, and that's real slow. And I don't like the way Iyengar doesn't warm you up. That's my problem with Iyengar.
No, but
And then,
that wasn't I mean, my issue
No,
was
she teaches
had nothing
Iyengar.
to do with that.
yeah, no, I'm saying that's my issue. I like that flow. I like Ashtanga flow or whatever, vinyasa. But then and a lot of yoga teachers would be like, Bikram's not yoga. But then I hear people like you talk, and I see how.
Well, you know what's
how
weird?
crazy
I
people
keep
are for
meeting yoga teachers in Bikram.
Really? Huh?
Yeah, like
Becca?
no,
Is
but what's Sativa's husband's name?
Oh, he teaches yoga?
I believe he teaches yoga. I might be wrong.
He's gone. Yeah.
I think we lost Santiago. Well, that's okay because we
Show's
almost have
over.
to wrap it up. No, we still have 2 minutes
Yeah. So
or a minute and a
we should
half.
just let the show drop because it didn't. No one's listening. It didn't start till like.
That's okay.
It didn't start till 25 after or whatever.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, because people can listen to it as a podcast.
Yeah. All right. So there will be something of a show.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
But yeah. No. So thanks for being on the show, Zav.
Yeah, it's my first time.
First time on River West Radio.
First time on your show.
Oh, there. So just hit the white button.
White button, and then bring up
Yo,
the slider.
man. Yeah. Are you there?
I'm here.
Right there, yeah.
The phone died. I just wanted to say goodbye to
Yeah. You
Yep.
got 1 minute to go.
Yeah.
Hey, so I hope you feel better.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah,
you
I
feel
will,
better.
You're
and-
gonna have to
we'll
join
see you guys
Bikram
next
Yoga with
Sunday.
me, man. I'm $35 for 1 month. You get to go unlimited.
Yeah.
You should try it.
But then they hook you in, and then you got to pay the real money.
Like a 1,000.
I don't know. I don't think it's that much. But
You gotta pay every. Oh, so it's only the first month.
the first month is, that's how they hook you in. Yeah. But just go there and take advantage of it. That's what I'm doing.
I'm in.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right, you guys.
Thanks
Have a
a lot.
good night.
Hope you
All
feel
right.
better.
Okay.
Bye.
Thanks, thanks for being on the show. I guess it's over.
See everybody next week.
All right,
Okay.
yeah, next week.
Hasta la pasta.